Hey, 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 everybody. I am so excited for today. It is a beautiful day and spring has sprung. I'm excited to see you join, to see you pop on. When you get here, jump on and say hello. Welcome to the next episode of Soul Currency Live. And today we're going to be talking about the season that we are stepping into tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. Can you believe it? Tomorrow is the first day of spring, everybody, 2018. Who is excited that spring has sprung? Tomorrow is the first day of spring. The spring equinox is here, and it is a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. I am so excited. Hey, sister. So excited that spring is here, and just so many beautiful things are happening. And last week I went live in my Soul on Fire Tribe Facebook group and shared some just miracles that have been happening in my life and the things that I've been manifesting through being in a high vibrational state of appreciation while at the same time going deep inside of myself. So I wanted to talk to you about that today. But first of all, who else is excited that spring is here? Who else is excited? And I can't believe how quickly this year is going. Doesn't it feel like time is speeding up? Do you guys agree with me? Who agrees with me that time is speeding up? Everything is moving so fast. And you know what's really cool about that? That because everything is moving so fast, so can your transformation and your awakening and your healing. Everything can move faster than before. And that's just the times that we are in. Who agrees with that? Who agrees with that? So give me some hearts and likes if you are here, if you are excited that spring is sprung. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. I am so excited, you guys. I am so excited. I love the energy of spring. I love the energy of winter for other reasons. And I'm so excited next winter because I'm going to be in a new home. That's something that I shared in the Soul on Fire Tribe, that my husband and I are moving into our first home together and a new home together that we've just purchased. And it's just like, oh, it happened so fast. It happened so fast because of the vibrational state we were living in, everything being aligned and being so clear, and in this beautiful high vibrational state of appreciation for what is and really calling in what we want to see created in our lives together. And so everything just aligned. We had an incredible real estate agent, one of my best friends, Shannon Morelli. So if you're in the Seattle area and you're looking for someone to help you get a new home in this crazy, crazy market that we are in, it is unheard of to do what we did. And literally the first weekend we went and looked at homes, really seriously looking at homes, and placed an offer and got the first home we placed an offer on. So we are just feeling so blessed and so thankful right now. And there's a lot of things that were happening simultaneously. There's all of these things that are happening at once for me in my life. And I just wanted to jump on and share a couple of those things with you. So I'm super excited to share that with you and to just share with you this energy that I've been in. And it's kind of like there's been two energies happening at the same time. And so, you know, when we talked about, and what I talk about, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk a lot about seasonal energy and how the seasons also support us to do inner work, to be in a place of being in alignment with nature, to living our lives in greater alignment with nature. And I have some awesome friends who really focus on that in their businesses, and they teach that very specific alignment. This wonderful soul who has a business called The Seasonal Soul. So check her out if you want to know more about seasons and inner work. And, you know, I just right now moving out of winter. Winter is a time when you really are being called to go internal, to be in this internal space within yourself. And I know for a lot of my clients and the beautiful women in my inner circle, they've been talking a lot about these last couple months, and even like since January, they're like, can we have a do-over? It's like January and February, just things kept getting like, it was like there was a lot of disturbances, a lot of stuff coming up. And it was really like we were in it. And yet you thought, it's a new year, it's a like clean slate, but there was still a lot of stuff coming up for a lot of people who can relate to that. Can you relate to that? Did you feel that in January and February and even into this month a little bit? But I really feel like we're coming out the other side of that call to go inward and to really discover what it is inside of you that needs your love and attention, because that's why we experience the challenge and the struggle and the friction and the disappointment and the failure. That's why all of those things come up. They come up because it's a part of ourselves that needs our love and attention, a part of our life that needs our love and attention, that needs our healing, that needs our understanding and our acceptance and our forgiveness. And so that's why that stuff gets stirred up, so that we can actually really look at it and become really aware of it and heal it and move through it and transform it and move out the other side. And so the energy that we are in right now, you guys, the energy of spring is such incredible energy because, think about what is happening in nature, that, all of the ground has been dormant and everything has been very still. And in that stillness, a lot is happening inside of that stillness. And that's what's been happening for all of us as well, that even if we aren't really consciously aware of it, we're in that place where there's a part of us that's in stillness, in hibernation, just like a bear goes to hibernate in winter and then reemerge when the sun comes back out. And so it's like, what part of you has been needing your love and attention? What has been revealed to you in these first 3 months of the year? So think about that, because I'm going to talk about these two paths that sort of have to happen simultaneously, right? So one of the paths is really about going inward. It's like that inward motion where you are becoming aware of what is there. It's uncovering and unearthing and unraveling all of the stuff that's in your life. This is where you get to get real, take inventory, get honest with yourself. When you're having struggles in your relationships with yourself or others, or with your profession, or whatever it is that might be coming up for you, when those things are coming up and getting stirred up, they're getting stirred up for a reason. Everything is happening for you, not to you. It's all working out for you. And so it's coming up and it's getting stirred up for a reason. And that's that inward stroke where you have to be willing to look inside and to face and to lean in to whatever it is that you're feeling and experiencing. Because what we do normally as human beings, and the way that we kind of adapt to life and the pain of life, is we learn to get really good at avoiding that, distracting, numbing out, checking out. We have all these coping mechanisms to not face our fear, to not face the pain, to not want to feel the pain, because we're literally hardwired to try to protect ourselves from feeling pain, because if we're in pain, that might mean we're going to die. So it's an old system. From an evolutionary perspective, it's the oldest part of us, the oldest part of our brain, our operating system, that is helping us to stay safe by trying to avoid pain. And so it hasn't evolved with us and with our consciousness as human beings. So when you are experiencing pain, when you're experiencing difficulty in your life or relationships, when there's an area of your life where you're just like, I just can't break through, when you're feeling stuck or uncertain, or you just don't know like what it is that is actually causing the friction in your life. Or maybe you think it's everyone else and what they're doing or not doing, or what you think they should or shouldn't be doing. And so you're outward focused and you think that it's something out there that needs to change so that you can feel different. So who can relate to being, I mean, come on, we can all relate to this, right? Like, this is how we live our lives. We have pain. Life is painful. There's struggle. We learn through the struggles in our life. Our struggles become our strength. Our wounds become our wisdom. We go through these things and we have the ability to transform them if we are willing to embrace it, if we're willing to face it. Fear only has power over you if you don't face it. And so there's this part of inner work that is so crucial And it's all about going inward. And so you get to, in that process of going inward, really kind of like bring it all up to the surface so that you can look at it. And once you get it up to the surface and you look at it, you get perspective. Do you get what I'm saying? Can you relate to that? Do you know what I'm saying when I say that when you bring it up and you are consciously bringing it up? So it's not like you're just in the pain and you're in the story of the pain and you're telling all your friends how painful everything is and how this person disappointed you and how this area of your life sucks and how this opportunity didn't happen. So I'm not talking about that, right? I'm really talking about coming from a more conscious place, not an unconscious place where you're just expressing your pain, but from a conscious place where you can really get intimate with whatever it is that's inside of you that's been happening in your life, and you can get curious about it. So I always teach my clients the two elements, there are two things they're going to need to do inner work is curiosity and fascination. So allow yourself to be in a place where you're like curious about what's going on, so that you can learn the lesson. There's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. I always say that you don't always get to choose what happens in your life, but you do get to choose what you make of it. And if you cannot tell your story from an empowered place, your work is not yet done. Your work is not yet done. And that means you haven't done the inner work to transform it, to uncover what the lesson is, what the opportunity is, how you are being called to grow, heal, or evolve through that experience. And so all of that is the inward stroke. It's going inside of yourself and looking inward and really taking the time to uncover and unravel and just get really in tune with what's going on. So, and I have a very specific process that I walk my clients through that it starts with awareness. And so that first part is becoming aware of what's there. So think about these last 3 months. What are the areas of your life where you feel just aren't up to the standard that you would like them to be at? Maybe it's your friendships, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your intimate relationships or lack of intimate relationships. What is the area for you? And if you're willing to share, and maybe it is even like you have a higher level of awareness already, and you're aware that you're really working on a deep core program that you're wanting to upgrade, you're wanting to transform, you're aware of a limiting belief that has been holding you back, and you're ready to just shift and release. So write in the comments below if you are willing to share what would be some of those things for you that have come up in your life where you're like, okay, I realize this is an area that needs my love and attention. So what area of your life needs your love and attention? Is it your health? Is it your friendships? Is it your job? Is it your invocation, your calling? Is it your health? What is it? What are the areas for you? Or is it a really specific story or limiting belief that you've been carrying around that you're aware of, that you're ready to shift and transform? So share with me if you are willing to, even if you're watching the replay, share with me and let me know if you can identify an area that's ready to be healed for you in your life. So write in the comments below. And if you can relate to what I'm saying about becoming aware of these areas of your life that need your love and attention, let me know. Let me know if this resonates with you. If what I'm saying resonates with you, give me hearts and likes. Who else is here? I see more people are here. And Delise, oh, girlfriend, I just so adore you. Sarah is just an incredible woman as well from South Africa. And she's a total soul sister, and she knows what I'm talking about here, about doing the deeper inner work and how we have to go inside of ourselves to really uncover. And that's that process. It's not an easy process, you guys. This is why they call it the path of the heart warrior. It takes so much courage. And that's why it is so much better to do it with someone who can guide you and hold your hand through the process, because you got to face yourself. And we are deathly afraid to face ourselves, but we have to. And so that's that part about going inside. So that's one of the paths. That's one of the two main paths that I believe are a part of transforming your life and inner work. And so that's the part where when we've been in it. And so Winter has been supporting us, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere, supporting us to go inside and to really identify those areas that need our love and attention. And so then there's this other stroke. So it's like down and in, and then there's one that goes up. And so this upward movement is where you rise up, because in that inward motion, you're also like moving energy. You're moving energy up and out. You're uncovering what you're ready to shed and release and heal and forgive, and then integrate and embrace. And so as you go through that process, that internal process, you're also going through a process of moving energy up. And what you do here is what I did these past couple of weeks, where I was really raising my vibration and being in that state of gratitude and appreciation and thankfulness, and really increasing my vibration in order to be able to attract and manifest miracles. And so that part where, you want to be attuned to the higher vibration, higher vibrational thoughts and thinking. Who can relate to doing positive affirmations, but maybe they don't work for you? Like, I've heard so many stories that, people are like, yeah, I tried positive affirmations, but it didn't really work, right? So this part that I'm talking about, this upward part, a part of that is using tools and techniques like positive affirmations. For me, I am a prayer goddess. I have this really powerful part in me that can just call in. It's like an invocation. And I just stand in and call in the energy that I want to create and manifest in my life. And that's something I believe that you can learn. And I'm going to be teaching that more and more as well. But if you do that, if you use positive affirmations and I am statements, and you create a vision, and you're like trying to elevate and lift yourself up. And this is the part where, the springtime energy. So, we're getting ready. The full moon is coming up next week, and that's an energy of shedding and releasing. So this will be a really beautiful transition to go from that to this, what wants to emerge through me. So think about the part of you that needs your love and attention, and you're ready to heal and integrate and embrace that part. And then the other part of that is really looking at emerging. So think about in your life, what wants to emerge through you? What wants to emerge through you? What wants to be created through you? What wants to be born through you? What new seeds can you be planting right now in this season of spring, so that you can have just beautiful, beautiful harvest in the coming months? So think about, what are the seeds I want to be planting? And share below. Hey, sunshine. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you too. And so think about, what are the seeds that you would like to be planting in order to grow something new in your life? So my sister mentioned that one of her areas that has been coming to her attention is her commitment to self-care. And so, and a limiting belief surrounding money and deserving it. So worthiness of really standing in and owning her power, right? Owning and claiming her beautiful gifts. And she has so much to share, you all, so much to share, and so much worthiness, and so much just incredible. She has an incredible gift to give new parents and mothers who are going on this incredible journey, this sacred rite of passage into motherhood. And so if you are a new mama or a new couple having a baby and you would like support, reach out to my sister, because she's incredible. And so she gets to do the work to really start to stand in and own her gifts, her worthiness. And sometimes people go straight to like, okay, I'm going to step into these I am statements. I am worthy. And you're going to start claiming that and calling it in, and using positive affirmations and creating vision boards and doing all the things that people talk about when wanting to create a life that you truly love. And it works to a certain extent. But if you are not doing both, it's never going to be complete. One of my teachers, my previous teachers who I've studied with, who was an expert in shadow work, Debbie Ford, the late Debbie Ford, she said something, and I've told this to a lot of my groups, and it'll stick with you, I promise. Positive affirmations can be like putting whipping cream on a pile of shit and calling it a sundae. That'll stick with you, right? So give me some hearts and likes if you get what I'm saying there. If you get what I'm saying, that sometimes positive affirmations, it's like putting a Band-Aid on, but never really addressing the reason why the wound is there in the first place. Okay, so do you get that? So it's important to be doing both. And you do both at the same time, because we're always going to be uncovering more. We're always going to be uncovering a deeper layer within ourselves that needs our love and attention. Another layer for us to heal, to be revealed, so that more and more of our essence can shine through. And there's something else a lot of people say, new level, new devil. And that I don't know how I like that saying, but it describes it pretty well, right? So when you get to a certain place, there's a new challenge for you to move through, because we learn through contrast. We learn through the challenge. We understand and can stand in our strength because of our struggles. Can I get an amen? Can you relate to that? Can you relate to your struggles being your greatest teachers, and, really transforming it? Hey, Kiara, really transforming it in your life. And so you've got to be doing both. And I just wanted to come on today and share with you how important I think both of these paths are in order to create lasting change. So this is about transformation, really radical transformation in your life. And so, yes, lift yourself up and do the positive affirmations and create a vision and be in a place in these next couple of weeks and in these couple of months, of beginning springtime, of getting, in touch with that part in you that is whispering. It's the part in you, your soul, that's whispering what wants to emerge through you. So I am out of time, you guys. I hope this was helpful and just a wonderful reminder for you about these two very powerful paths that have to come together, where you're going in and you're doing the inner work and you're embracing and healing and you're facing your fears so they no longer have power over you. And then you're rising up and you're lifting up to a higher vision for yourself and your life, and you're calling it in and you're proclaiming it and you're praying and you're meditating, and you're in the vibration of appreciation for all that is, even the challenge, even the struggle. So thank you so much for joining me. I have a couple of really amazing announcements as well. And one of them, I wanted to just share with you quickly that I actually postponed my Soul on Fire workshop. It was supposed to be this past Saturday. And when I got home from Germany, I got sick, and I just really kept getting this message like, tune in, tune in, tune in, and pull back. I was like, okay, pull back. And then the message was very clear to postpone the workshop. And so the new date for the Soul on Fire workshop is Saturday, April 28th. And I have an online challenge coming up in the month of April. I hope that you can all join me. Stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to share this work with you. And we're going to have an incredibly powerful week together during my online talent challenge. And then we have the workshop on Saturday, April 28th. And I move in May. I'm so excited. So anyways, have a beautiful week, everybody. Please share this if you feel like others it would be helpful for them to hear this message and to understand how transformation really works. That we've got to do the work to go inside, to uncover, as well as lift up, rise above, and really stand in the vibration of what we are calling into our lives. So thank you so much, and I would love to hear from you, and just share this and comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. And also, if there's anything in particular that you would like me to share, to talk about on a Soul Currency Live, feel free to reach out and leave me a message. So I will leave a couple of links in the comments below for you to sign up for my workshop. And definitely stay tuned to hear about my online challenge. It's going to be so powerful. And I have a couple of other exciting things I'm going to share with you coming up in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned, sign up for updates and to be notified of when I go live. You can always say get notifications. And every Monday, 12 Pacific is my Soul Currency Live show. I would love to hear from you and just hear what's coming up for you and how I can support you. And I will definitely create a video on it. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will talk to you all soon. See you at the latest next Monday at 12. Bye, everybody.